So, Namaste students. Now we are going to start chapter number 4 in computer, which is about charts in Excel. So far, we have done 3 chapters in which we had discussed the salient features of Excel. Excel is a tool, you can say a web application in which we just create table with the help of rows and columns, and we can implement the various kind of mathematical operators, formulas and functions also. As we are working on mathematical phenomena in Excel, so as similar in your graph theory which you have studied in class 7th maths, you can correlate it here in Excel also. I know you are working on graph on x-axis, on y-axis, and you are plotting the values also. Okay, in horizontal line you give some values, in a vertical line you give some values, and then you just make a graph in that grids. So now you will correlate that graph, that charts in here computer session also. So this is our topic, this is our chapter name, which is about charts in Excel. First of all, what do you mean by chart? Chart means is a kind of data representation tool. Okay, when we are going to represent our data in a axis basis, then it is known as charts. So you have learned to create worksheet in Excel. Yes, we can also represent data in pictorial form. Pictorial forms means that we are going to data in an axis basis, in a grid basis. That means it is known as pictorial form. Charts are the pictorial representation of numeric data arranged in the form of rows and columns. Now you will ask me, what is numeric data? Numeric data means that consists numbers, the numbers, integer, decimals, whatever you would like to do. So numeric data means that contains numbers. So we can represent the numerical data in charts also. For that, we are going to use x-axis and y-axis. As you can see on your screen that a line chart is given, in which you can say over 10, over 20, over 30, over 40 and over 50. And you might see in that charts that bar graph, you can say column graph, and line chart also in your cricket matches, in which strike rate, run rate and number of runs scored by a batsman and number of wickets taken by a bowler can be represented in chart form. So yes, chart has its also many advantages. Now we are going to understand what are the advantages of charts. Charts are more appealing than the simple representation of data. Appealing means that it more attracts towards the data. If someone is saying to learn the data, to analyze the data in a tabular form, instead of someone is providing you a chart, then you will find very easy to analyze that data, the retrieving of data by using the chart method. So there are many advantages of chart. First of all, we will understand chart present data and information in a compact and attractive manner. Compact means that it will be still and it will have some more eye-catching power. Okay, and charts are easier to understand and analyze. As I have told you that you will find very easy to understand and very easy to analyze a chart representation of data. Charts have a more lasting effect on the mind than a simple spreadsheet. So it will last in our mind. That means we will remind the things in a chart format for a long duration. Now we will understand components of a chart. That means what are the components of a chart, that means from which chart is being consist. So the first and very most thing is that chart area. Chart area means this area includes all the objects of chart. The area in which we are drawing our chart will be known as chart area. Second is y-axis, or it is also known as value axis. Y-axis means that vertical line. That is vertical line. So this will be known as y-axis, and it is also known as value axis because we are going to provide values in that. Next is x-axis. X-axis is also known as category axis, in which the horizontal axis being given, and we also mention categories. Next is plot area. Plot area, that rectangular grid you see in your graph book, is also known as plot area. That rectangular, that square grid, that square grids you see in your graph system is known as plot area. And chart title. Supposingly we are going to give a name to our chart, then it will be known as chart title. Okay. So now we will understand the next thing, legend. Legend means the sign, the symbols, color, patterns which been provided to understand the data series is known as legend. Here you can see that blue representing Rohan, red representing Gautam, and green representing Ronit. So this blue, red, and green are legends. Why these are legends? Because they are representing data in that color form. Next, data series. Data series, that which kind of data, which kind of chart we are using. If we are using bar, then it is also known as data series. If we are using lines, slices we use in pie chart. You can correlate with that pizza. You have seen pizza in which you will find 8 slices, 6 slices. So it is in a pie form. So once you have divided that pizza into slices, so it will be known as slice of that pizza. Similarly, if we will divide our data into some fragments, into some segment, then it will be known as slices. So a chart, depending on its types, may have all or some of the above components. So a chart may consist of these components such as x-axis, y-axis, legends, data series, and etc. So here for further details, you can see that this is the chart title. You can see the plot area, and this is y-axis, the vertical, axis titles. You can see legends here, data series we are using bar thing, and this is x-axis. So this is how you can understand components of a chart. Now we will understand commonly used chart types. What are the types of chart we are going to use? First and the foremost is column chart. Column chart, as the name is suggesting, that we are going to use column chart. That means we are going to use vertical bars. Okay, so a column chart displays data in the form of vertical bars. Mark my point, students, vertical bars, as you can see on your screen. And it is used to compare values among individual items. Yes, students, when we are working on chart, that means we are going to compare some value also. So it is known as the comparison value also. In a column chart, categories are represented along the horizontal axis as well as to the vertical axis. So we are going to assign some values to that vertical axis, that means on a y-axis, and we will provide category to that horizontal axis. For depending on that horizontal and vertical axis, we will create a chart. As you can see, the vertical bar, okay, the standing lines, that's why it is known as column chart. Next chart is bar chart. In bar chart, you can find it very similar to that column chart, but the only difference is that we were using vertical bars in that column chart. In that, we will working on horizontal bars. The rest is same. Line chart. A line chart is in the form of lines. The chart uses connecting dots. So whatever the values is being satisfied to that category, we will first plot that dot. Then we will just connect to them with the help of lines. So this is known as line chart. Okay. Next chart is pie chart. As I have mentioned that pie chart. Pie chart you can correlate with your pizza, with your roti and the chapatis also. A pie chart displays data in the form of sectors of a circle. That makes up a data series as a proportion of the sum of items. That means we are going to fractionize, segmentize our data. We will create segments of our data in the form of slices. And it is useful when we want to emphasize on a significant element. Significant element, that means we are going to work on a particular element. Then we can use pie chart. As you can see on your screen that there are so many colors have been used in that pie chart slices. You will find violet color, blue color, sky blue color, maroon and green. So these colors are representing individual elements such as Arjun, Gautam, Ronit, Chandan and Abhishek. So this is how you can understand components as well as the types of chart. Now we will understand creating chart, how we can create a chart. So first of all, we have to create a table. We have to create a simple set of data in which we will convert that data into a chart. Mark my point, students. First of all, we will do this chapter as a theoretical manner, And in the upcoming session, I will implement charts in Excel in practical manner also. So don't worry. First, let us understand this chapter in a theoretical manner, then we will implement it also. Okay. So the data in a worksheet can easily be used for creating charts. So what we will need is, we will need a data. We will need a data in a worksheet. That means we have to create a dummy table, or we can say a table. So use any of the methods given below to create a chart in Excel. So we will see two methods for creating a chart. First method is very easy. You have to use only F11 key. The function 11 key you will find in your keyboard about 9 and 0. Okay. So first of all, we need to select the cells containing the data and press the F11 key. Once you have created a simple a simple table in worksheet, so you have to select the cells, then you need to press F11 key. Excel will automatically create a chart. Okay, you will find that Excel has already created a chart by pressing F11 key, as you can see on your screen. Method number 2 is select the cell. Please ignore that thumb. Select the cells that contains data for the chart. As you can see on your screen, we are selecting our data. Then select the type of chart from chart group. Where you will find chart group? You will find chart group in insert tab. Okay. Now click the chart subtype. Here are the subtypes. Do you want to select 2D columns, 3D columns, cylindrical column, and cone, etc. So you will have to select the type of your chart. Once you have done the selecting the type of your chart, you will find that a chart is being appeared on your screen. Here is your data, here is your table, and after the generation of chart, you will find the chart. Moving to the next page, editing and formatting charts. So after you have created chart, now you can edit it, you can format it also. So as the chart gets created, 3 new tabs appear on the ribbon. Mark my point, students, once you have created a chart, 3 more tabs will be appeared in your ribbon. If you will not create chart, then these 3 tabs will not be appeared to your Excel ribbon. But once you have created a chart, you will find design tab, layout tab, and format tab also. So first of all, we will understand how we can change the chart type. So to change the chart type option is used to change the type of the existing chart. Supposingly we are not going to work on vertical bars. Supposingly we want to change the chart type. So you will select the change chart type option, which can be found in design tab. So select the chart and click on design tab. Now step number 2 is change chart type option in the type group. And then you have to select appropriate chart according to you. So here you will find several kind of options to change your chart type. You have to select on this chart type and then your chart will be changed. Now we will understand how you can change chart style also. So first of all, you have to click on design tab, select the chart. You will find the more button. Here you can see more button, and then click in the style. So here you will find several style things. As you can see on your screen, select any one of them and your chart style will be changed. So I hope this is enough for today's session, and I hope that you have understood how you can use, how you can create chart. Practice if you have PC, if you have laptop at your home. Otherwise, I will show you the practical implementation in the upcoming session. So I hope you have understood this chapter. For any doubt, please contact me and take care. Bye-bye.